Well, sometimes you catch a glimpse of a flyer and it grabs your attention.
Sure does. That's what happened when our Paul Gessler saw this sign right here at a Pasadena business back in January. It reads, "Kidney needed," and as he'll tell you, that's just the start of the story.
Maybe yours.
It's opening day of club softball.
Come on, Riley!
At Rock Creek Park in Riviera Beach.
Got two.
The Lakeshore Thunder picks up right where it left off last season.
To the back. Oh.
This season.
Oh, wait. Oh, he said safe. Nice hit, Jaylee.
Will be marked.
Good eye.
By who's not playing.
Yeah!
Krista Jacobs, though,
Good hit.
might be the nicest first base coach
Good cut.
in league history.
All right, Mariah.
The Thunder catcher is pitching in where she can, but wants badly to be playing.
So bad. So bad.
Underneath her jersey,
Blood goes in one tube, blood comes out the other tube,
tubes reveal end-stage renal failure.
which means my kidneys just kind of stopped working. The signs were subtle for kidney failure. Who knew?
Some signs were there, Mom Becky said.
Krista was kind of cold coming home at night.
Way to take the helmet off, Sophia.
Much like being cold on an 80-degree day, Krista went in for a regular doctor's appointment in December, complaining of bruises and chills.
Thank God the doctor took her seriously and
Nice stop.
sent her for blood work.
Her doctor immediately said, let's get a blood test.
The next day, Krista was rushed to the hospital.
Basically, they said, get her down to the emergency room, and here we are.
After 2 weeks in the hospital over Christmas, Krista returned home. Well, first, she stopped by the softball field for a homecoming with friends.
To know her is to love her, and that's definitely showed people coming forward to help her.
A transplant is Krista's best bet. Her doctors had to filter through more than 40 people who came forward to be a donor.
That was hilarious. I haven't heard such a thing, to be honest.
Pediatric nephrologist Dr. Nazia Chilabi had never seen so many interested donors.
It takes a special person to even be willing to give the blood, to get tested, and just to see if you are a match and you can save someone's life.
Kidney failure in kids is rare, affecting less than 10,000 children in the U.S.
Kidney disease is a scary diagnosis, for the parents and the patients.
Doctors don't know the cause of Krista's kidney failure either.
While we were able to rule out lots of diseases, we cannot tell for sure what caused her kidneys to fail.
Which means family, like Dad Mike, is out.
Everybody wants to give her a kidney. The hospital's not so eager to do that because they're truly unsure of why her kidneys fail.
Word is even one of Krista's teachers applied to give a kidney.
And I mean, her mother and I just, her mother and I kind of just broke down at that point.
In April, less than 4 months after Krista's diagnosis, the Jacobs got word. A donor is lined up.
I want to give them a hug. I want to thank them so bad.
Krista said the doctor slipped and called her donor a she, but that's all they know at this point.
A lot has happened in 6 months.
The transplant is set for later this summer.
I want to say that it was a pretty quick process since she did have so many candidates.
Did you take your pills?
Yeah, I got them.
All right.
Children are also given priority on the transplant list.
This is my blood pressure medicine. I take 2 of them a day.
Until then, Lakeshore's first base coach has to stay on top of everything that a person with kidney failure needs to stay on top of.
Those specific ones taste horrible. It's so extraordinary to be here.
While Krista's not playing this season, her presence is a gift.
When she said she would coach, they all said they would play for her as a coach, so that was pretty cool.
Her friends play on. And hopefully the only season under Coach Krista.
Jumping, 1, 2, 3, yes!
Good job, Krista. Good job, girls.
In Anne Arundel County. Paul Gessler for WJZ.
Wow, Krista.
I mean,
40 people just
right.
volunteering because she is so wonderful.
Right, I'm absolutely floored. It's amazing.
Yes.
And in part 2 of Coach Krista's story, Paul takes us through her treatment journey on her way towards a transplant, when it's scheduled, and the remarkable surprise once they learned who her donor is. Yeah, that part of the story tomorrow morning right here on WJZ at 9. And Paul Gessler to talk to us about it.
That was the best tease ever, though. I'm dying to know who it is.
Right, me too.
I can't wait.
Me too. And yesterday, we introduced you to Coach Krista, a 16-year-old from Anne Arundel County who's coaching her friends in softball this season as she waits for her kidney transplant.
Yeah, Paul Gessler continues her story with a glimpse into what Krista Jacobs must do to survive as she awaits a life-saving surgery.
Dude, we at least got 10. I know, do they only have like 2? Feels really great to be out here.
For the past 10 years,
Oh, by the 4th inning.
this,
Yeah!
the softball field, has been Krista Jacobs'
All
home.
right, pass ball, you're going, okay? Even if I'm not playing, just to be a part of it, I love it.
Out of the action this season,
Pretty much the whole team did not even want to play this year unless she played.
instead,
Nice!
Krista joins her dad, Mike,
Bring it over, looks good.
on the coaching staff.
That's it, stay alive, stay alive.
16-year-old Krista takes those words to heart. The high school sophomore awaits a kidney transplant. Coaching softball takes up a lot of time.
It's like 2 hours long. It's like 2 hours, 3 days a week. It's a lot. It's a big part of my life.
Not nearly the commitment it takes routinely leaving school for another day of dialysis.
Another day.
Mike picks her up this day from Chesapeake High School.
Routine by this point, right?
Yeah.
The Jacobs family has taken turns
After you.
taking Krista in for treatment.
It's been a rough road for the whole family.
They keep track of it on the calendar at home. It's been this way since being diagnosed with end-stage renal failure in December.
It's pretty much a waiting game, stick with the dialysis, and she has the special diet.
Just called chicken and bow tie pasta. That's literally all it's called.
This day, Krista's dad sits with her
It is a pasta dish.
and swaps recipes during another 3-hour treatment.
My blood is getting cleaned because my kidneys aren't cleaning it for me.
I told her one day, I said, look around and see how many 16-year-old girls are in the room.
And it's got to be hard. She comes straight from school to treatment every Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
I know.
Krista's care team says she is by far the youngest person they've ever treated.
Definitely different to have a 16-year-old here in our facility. Most of our patients, I would say, are older, 50 or above.
I don't think anyone in my school has ever been to a dialysis center unless they were like visiting their grandparent. So it's a bit isolating sometimes, you know?
I've told her from day one, you don't need to be here. You don't deserve to be here. I want to see you get a kidney.
Her doctors say dozens of people applied to be a living donor. Now, Krista has one lined up. Surgery is set August 8th.
So happy.
Oh my gosh, we were all so excited for her.
The donor, at first, anonymous.
We had no knowledge of who the donor could be, a boy, a girl, age, nothing. We didn't know anything.
Ready? Yeah, ready.
Her doctor is confident the transplant will be successful.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
And the 3 times a week dialysis visits will end.
We're looking forward to surgery. As scary as it is, it's going to be a life changer and let her become a 16-year-old again.
It was here at a softball game in late May, a woman approached Krista's dad. Krista's kidney donor. Turns out she's the mother of a younger player. Softball is Krista's life, and softball will end up giving Krista back her life.
And she said, I'm your daughter's donor. And at that point, I lost it.
It's so crazy how someone I just talked to like once or twice would be willing to give up an organ for me. Like, that is so sweet and so kind. If I didn't play softball, I would not have that donor. It's crazy.
Which only strengthens Krista's bond to this field and this sport.
One of the big questions to the doctor is, can I play softball?
I would tell her to go a little bit slow, maybe within the 6 months or so.
All right, Allison!
That timeline puts Krista back home on the field next season.
So when she does come back, you'll stick your head out the door. You'll probably hear the screaming and yelling.
It's very, very like amazing that people want to donate a body part to me. Like, sorry. I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful. Sorry.
Oh my my gosh.
And we're thankful that she has a donor, and we can't wait to follow her story. And we also can't wait, though, because coming up next on WJZ at 9, Paul and amazing photojournalist Cory Sellgren join us to talk more about Coach Krista and her upcoming surgery. We can't wait. Stay with us.
It's so crazy how someone I just talked to like once or twice would be willing to give up an organ for me. Like, that is so sweet and so kind. If I didn't play softball, I would not have that donor.
Yeah, Krista's beloved game of softball ultimately connecting her to the person who will save her life. Just incredible.
It is absolutely incredible, and we're so glad to be joined with the amazing storytellers here. So Paul Gessler, of course, you know, but you may not know Cory, one of our most talented photojournalists. Yes. And you guys put so much time into this story and really got to know Krista and her whole family very well.
We did. We spent a lot of time with them over the course of 2 full days, and I can relate a lot to Krista. I'm the youngest of 4 siblings myself. She's the youngest of 6, which is part of the reason why so many people, I think, came out. That a lot of people in Anne Arundel County know the Jacobs family from all of her older siblings and from their connection to the softball field as well.
Yeah, I mean, we were getting emotional, I feel like, at the desk just watching this story today and yesterday as well. So what was it like for you guys being a part of these really intimate moments with this family?
I'll say, just like her mother said, I think in the first half of the story is that to know her is to love her, and it's obvious the second you meet her. Spending so much time with her, even editing, it was hard not to get emotional, not to get attached. But you keep driving ahead with the story and hope that they like it as much as we ended up liking it. So,
yeah, I mean, we really feel like we got to know her, and when she was saying that she couldn't believe that, so was it like over 40 people that volunteered? We were thinking, no, we get it, because she is an amazing woman. And talk a little bit about, though, how it's this positive turn. The surgery date is set now.
Yes. Yep, August 8th is the surgery date. So we are now that it's July, it's next month.
Yeah.
So stuff's starting to get real. The date had been kind of pushed back, but the University of Maryland Children's Hospital now has the date set with the donor. August 8th, going to be her new kind of second birthday, if you will, and we're going to be looking forward to following Krista's story. We want to see her back on the softball field. She's a catcher. I was a catcher growing up. I want to see her skills behind the plate.
Yes, I feel like she is really going to deliver, and of course we can't wait for the updates there.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure her family is feeling that relief too, and some excitement that the surgery date is finally set.
Yeah. It is, yeah, and we had an opportunity to meet her older sister too, who's in nursing school, who's been taking her to dialysis appointments, and she's been learning along the way too. It was important for us to go to their house. They have a lot of dogs. Krista's a dog lover. She wants to be a vet. On the cutting room floor, we couldn't put all the slobber of her at the softball field. But all the different names on the family calendar of, okay, well, it's Papa's turn today, it's Alexa's turn tomorrow. So the family really just rallied around her.
And I want to bring it back really quickly to just the importance of being present. I mean, that's how this all started. The signs that they had up, just sort of alerting people, and that's how you caught on to this story. So
that
just
is
shows
crazy.
Yeah, we were doing a regular story in Pasadena. I went to the RE/MAX offices there. Shout out to you all. And they had the sign right there at the front desk, kidney needed. And I got to talking to the woman there at the front desk, and she connected me with Mike. And that day I called Mike. We were on the phone together for 45 minutes. He just spilled the life story. He said, I had to leave a fundraiser recently because I got too emotional. I knew on the phone, this guy and this story, Chris is going to be something special. We need to reach out to her.
Yeah, she did. Amazing job. Thank you, Cory. Thank you, Paul, for joining us. And of course, we'll look forward to the update.